Have you noticed that getting up, climbing stairs, or simply walking around the house feels harder than it used to? Many people assume this is just normal aging, but in reality, it may be one of the early signs of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass due to age. This condition sneaks in quietly. There's no pain or swelling, but over time, your legs get weaker, your balance suffers, and even simple movements become challenging. Here's the good news. You can rebuild your leg strength in just a matter of days. No intense workouts, no expensive therapy. The key lies in restoring 3 essential vitamins that most older adults are missing without realizing it. In this video, we'll reveal exactly what those 3 vitamins are, why your body depends on them, and how to combine them safely to see quick and powerful results. If your legs have felt weaker, less stable, or you've had a few near falls lately, don't chalk it up to just getting old. It might simply mean your body is waiting for the right kind of support, the kind that starts from the inside out. Let's dive in and discover how a few simple nutrients can help you move stronger, steadier, and with more confidence again.
Now let's get to the heart of the problem. Why do our legs get weaker as we age? According to the American Geriatric Society, most people over 60 lose about 1 to 3% of their muscle mass every single year. That means within 5 years, you could lose up to 15% of your leg strength without even realizing it. But this muscle loss isn't random. It usually comes down to 3 main reasons. And knowing them could be the first step to getting your strength back. First, as we get older, our digestive system doesn't absorb nutrients as well. Our stomachs also produce less acid, which means vitamins like D, B12, and B1 don't get absorbed properly. Without these vitamins, your muscles can't contract, your nerves misfire, and your legs feel heavy and slow. Second, poor circulation. Slower blood flow means your legs don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. The result? Fatigue, cramps, and that all too familiar tired leg feeling, even after minimal effort. Third, less movement. If you've been avoiding stairs or walking less, your leg muscles start shrinking. And even if you stay active, without the right nutrients, your muscles can't fully recover. The good news? Once you fix these 3 issues, your strength can return, sometimes surprisingly fast. Now that we know why your legs may be getting weaker as you age, let's talk about one of the most overlooked, yet most powerful nutrients that can help turn things around. Vitamin D3. Most people think of vitamin D3 as the bone vitamin. And yes, it is essential for helping your body absorb calcium and build stronger bones. But what many people don't realize is that D3 is so much more than that. It acts like a master switch that powers your entire muscle, nerve, and balance system. Here's how it works. After the age of 60, your body naturally produces much less vitamin D. Your skin becomes thinner. You likely spend less time in the sun, and your liver and kidneys, which help convert vitamin D into its active form, start slowing down. So even if you're eating a decent diet or getting a bit of sunshine here and there, it might not be enough. And when that switch is off, your body starts to show signs. But often, they're subtle. Do your legs feel heavier than they used to? Do stairs suddenly seem steeper or more exhausting? Have you been feeling off balance or dealing with unexpected hip, knee, or even heel pain? Are you tossing and turning at night, unable to fall asleep? These can all be early red flags of a vitamin D3 deficiency. And sadly, many people chalk them up to just getting old. But here's the good news. This isn't just part of aging, and it's not permanent. Let's talk about the science. A study out of the University of Birmingham in the UK
found that seniors who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 daily for just 5 days saw their leg strength increase by an average of 19%. That's a noticeable improvement in under a week. And a separate study by Harvard's Geriatric Research Center discovered that seniors with low D3 levels were 40% more likely to fall or be hospitalized than those with normal levels. That's not just about bones, that's about protecting your independence and your freedom to move.
Why is D3 so effective? First, it helps your body absorb and use calcium, keeping your bones strong and less prone to fractures. But beyond that, vitamin D3 is essential for proper muscle contractions, nerve communication, and preventing muscle atrophy, that slow, invisible weakening of muscle tissue over time. In simple terms, D3 helps your muscles work the way they were meant to. It keeps your legs light, your balance steady, and your movement smooth.
So how much vitamin D3 should you be getting? For most healthy adults over 60, 800 to 1000 IU per day is the recommended dose. But if you've already experienced a fall, feel unsteady on your feet, or are dealing with joint or bone pain, doctors often recommend 1500 to 2000 IU per day, under medical supervision. Now you might be thinking, can't I just get that from food or sunlight? That's a great question. In theory, yes, but in practice, it's tough. Let's break it down. A serving of fatty fish like salmon, that gives you about 500 IU. One egg, just 40 IU. A glass of fortified milk, about 100 IU. To reach even the lower end of the recommended range, you'd have to eat several servings of fatty fish, eggs, and milk every single day, and that's just not realistic. For most people, especially for seniors with dietary restrictions or smaller appetites, and sunlight, it helps, but only if you're outside frequently, without sunscreen and at the right time of day. That's not always safe or practical, especially for older adults with sensitive skin or mobility concerns. That's why a supplement is often the safest, easiest, and most reliable way to get enough D3 every day. But here's something important. Timing matters. Since vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, it absorbs best when taken with food, especially meals that include healthy fats like eggs, olive oil, or salmon. Take it in the morning or early afternoon, never right before bed, as it may affect sleep quality. So what's the bottom line? If you've been struggling with heavy legs, shaky balance, or just feel like your body is slowing down, the problem might not be your age. It might simply be a vitamin D3 deficiency. And the fix? It's fast, safe, and simple. When you restore your D3 levels, you're not just improving your bones. You're turning the power back on for your muscles, nerves, and balance. You're giving your body the fuel it needs with strength and confidence again. This small daily step could be the biggest key to reclaiming your freedom of movement and your independence. Now that you've learned how vitamin D3 acts like the master switch for your muscles and balance, let's take a look at something just as important but often forgotten: vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. If you've been feeling unusually tired, dragging your legs, or lacking the motivation to move, this could be the vitamin your body has been quietly begging for. What does vitamin B1 actually do? Vitamin B1 plays a crucial role in energy metabolism. It helps convert the food you eat, especially carbohydrates, into ATP, which is the primary source of fuel your muscles need to move. In simple terms, B1 takes what's on your plate and turns it into the power that drives every step, climb, stretch, and lift. And your legs, being the largest muscles in your body, need a constant, reliable source of this fuel. Without enough B1, your engine slows down. You may begin to feel muscle heaviness or fatigue in your legs, cramping, especially in your calves or feet, breathlessness after light activity, a general lack of drive or mental energy. Sound familiar? What's concerning is that many older adults live with these symptoms for years, assuming they're just part of getting older, when in fact, they're often signs of a B1 deficiency. Why does B1 deficiency happen more with age? As we age, several factors come into play. Reduced absorption. The body's ability to absorb nutrients from food weakens over time. Medication interference. Common medications, like diuretics for blood pressure or heart issues and metformin for type 2 diabetes, can drain B1 from your system. Alcohol use. Even light drinking, like a daily glass of wine or beer, can interfere with B1 absorption. Dietary limitations. B1 is found in whole grains, legumes, and organ meats, foods many older adults avoid due to digestion issues or personal preferences. When you combine all these, it's no surprise that B1 deficiency is so common.
What does the science say? Let's look at a 2021 study out of Tokyo. Researchers examined over 300 seniors and discovered that more than 30% were deficient in B1. And the symptoms were clear: weaker leg strength, slower walking speed, and faster fatigue. But here's the amazing part. When participants took 100 milligrams of B1 daily, a whopping 82% reported better endurance, less heaviness, and more stable walking within just 7 days. 1 week, one change, real improvement. How much B1 do you need? The general recommendation is about 1.1 milligrams per day for women, 1.2 milligrams per day for men. But for those experiencing fatigue, weakness, or symptoms of deficiency, therapeutic doses of 50 to 100 milligrams per day are often used, under medical guidance.
Can you get B1 from food alone? Yes, but it's challenging, especially as we age. B1 is naturally found in whole grains, brown rice, oats, quinoa, beans and legumes, lentils, chickpeas, seeds, sunflower seeds, organ meats, like liver and pork heart. The problem? Many seniors eat low-carb, processed or soft diets that lack these nutrient-rich foods. Worse yet, refined grains and packaged foods often strip out natural B1 during processing. That's why supplementation can make such a powerful difference. Is B1 safe to supplement? Absolutely. B1 is a water-soluble vitamin, meaning any excess is simply flushed out by the body. This makes it one of the safest vitamins to take, even in higher doses. To maximize effectiveness, take it in the morning, ideally with a balanced meal that includes some protein or healthy fats. Avoid pairing it with coffee, tea, or alcohol, which may interfere with absorption. Consider benfotiamine or thiamine hydrochloride, two highly absorbable forms of B1. Why this matters more than you think. Low energy, heavy legs, lack of motivation. These can steal your independence little by little, without warning. But the truth is, your body may not be slowing down because of age. It might just be running low on fuel. Think of B1 as the gasoline that keeps your physical engine running. Without it, your muscles sputter, your legs feel like sandbags, and even simple tasks feel like a workout. Adding B1 to your daily routine is like refilling your tank, giving you the energy and physical control to reclaim your confidence and mobility. Bottom line, vitamin B1 isn't just a nice to have. It could be the missing link between how you feel now and how you used to move. If you've been feeling worn down, without a clear reason, don't ignore it. A simple supplement, just 7 days of consistent use, could help bring the spark back to your steps. Because sometimes, the biggest improvements start with the smallest nutrients. So far, we've talked about how to fuel your muscles with vitamin B1 and activate your skeletal system with vitamin D3. But there's one final piece of this puzzle. One that controls how well your brain and your muscles talk to each other. Let's talk about vitamin B12. The vitamin that supports nerve health, movement coordination, and mental sharpness. And trust me, If you've been feeling unsteady, foggy, or just not quite like yourself, this one's worth paying close attention to. What does vitamin B12 really do? At its core, vitamin B12 acts like a messenger between your brain and muscles. It plays a critical role in maintaining healthy nerves, producing red blood cells, delivering oxygen to your muscles, and keeping your reflexes, coordination, and balance in check. Without enough B12, signals between your brain and body start to get fuzzy. It's like talking on a phone with a bad connection. The message gets scrambled, delayed, or lost altogether. And for your legs, that means slower movement, weaker responses, and an increased risk of falling. Warning signs you might be low on B12. Have you noticed any of the following? Here are 3 classic signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. 13. Tingling or numbness in your feet and lower legs. 2. Weakness, heaviness, or unsteady walking. 13. Foggy thinking, low mood, or subtle memory lapses. These may seem like small things, but they're often early signs of B12 deficiency, and they should never be ignored.
Why are older adults more at risk? There are 2 main reasons. Your stomach produces less acid as you age. That acid is essential to unlock B12 from food. So even if you're eating plenty of meat, eggs, or dairy, your body might not be absorbing it properly. Certain medications block absorption. Many seniors take acid reducers, like omeprazole or ranitidine, which lower stomach acid. Great for heartburn, bad for B12. Others take metformin for type 2 diabetes, which also interferes with B12 uptake. Add in the fact that many people over 60 eat less meat or dairy, and it's easy to see why B12 deficiency is so common. What does the research say? Let's look at 2 powerful studies. A study from Oxford University found that older adults with low B12 levels walked significantly slower, had poorer balance, and were more than twice as likely to fall compared to those with normal levels. In a clinical trial, participants over 65 were given 1,000 micrograms of B12 daily for 8 weeks. The results? Less tingling, better lower body strength, and faster reaction times. Some even reported improvements in clarity, mood, and memory. That's a lot of return from one simple nutrient. So, how much B12 do you need? For most adults over 60, doctors recommend 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day, ideally in the form of methylcobalamin, the active version of B12 that your body can use immediately. This is especially important because our ability to convert B12 weakens with age. Taking the ready-to-use form ensures better absorption and faster results. How should you take it? Here are a few simple tips to get the most benefit. Take it in the morning or early afternoon. B12 increases alertness, so it's better taken earlier in the day. Avoid coffee or tea around the same time. Caffeine and tannins can reduce absorption. Space them out by at least an hour. Use sublingual tablets, sprays, or dissolvables. These forms are absorbed directly into the bloodstream, ideal for those with digestive issues. Can I get enough from food? In theory, yes, but it's tough in practice. Here's what typical servings provide. 3 ounces of beef liver, 70 micrograms. 3 ounces of salmon, 4.5 macrograms. 1 large egg, 0.5 macrograms. 1 cup of milk, 1 microgram. To meet your daily target of 500 to 1,000 micrograms from food alone, you'd have to eat a lot of liver, fish, and dairy every single day. That's why most seniors benefit from a daily supplement. Is it safe? Very. B12 is a water-soluble vitamin, meaning your body eliminates any excess naturally through urine. There's no known toxicity level for healthy individuals, even with long-term use. However, if you have chronic kidney disease or are on blood thinners,
always consult your doctor first. Real-life benefits. Many people report the following after just a few weeks of consistent B12 use. Less tingling or numbness in feet. Better balance and confidence walking. Sharper thinking and fewer foggy moments. Improved energy and mood. Better sleep and recovery. It's like reconnecting the wires between your brain and your body and getting your rhythm back. Bottom line, vitamin B12 is more than just a brain booster. It's a movement vitamin, a balance vitamin, and a quality of life vitamin. If you've been experiencing leg weakness, coordination issues, or just feeling off, don't ignore the signs. Start by restoring your B12 levels, and you might just restore more than your strength. You could restore your confidence, your control, and your freedom. Because sometimes, all it takes is one small change to help you stand taller and move forward, one steady step at a time. So, you've learned about the 3 powerhouse vitamins that can restore leg strength, improve balance, and bring back your energy. But here's the thing, taking the right vitamins is only half the equation. The other half is taking them the right way. Just like timing matters with medication or meals, it also matters with vitamins. When you take them and how you combine them with food can make a big difference in how well your body absorbs and uses them. Let's break it down. Vitamin D3. Best taken in the morning with fat. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, which means it needs fat to be properly absorbed. The best time to take it? Right after breakfast, especially if your meal includes healthy fats like eggs, avocados, Greek yogurt, or fatty fish like salmon. So a perfect D3-friendly breakfast could look like scrambled eggs, a slice of avocado toast, and your vitamin D3 supplement. Vitamin B1, the morning energy booster. Since B1 plays a key role in turning food into energy, the ideal time to take it is also in the morning, alongside breakfast. Pair it with whole grains or a protein source, like oatmeal with nuts, whole grain toast with peanut butter, or eggs and yogurt. This gives your body the fuel it needs, and the vitamin to help turn it into lasting energy throughout the day. Vitamin B12, for brain and nerve support. B12 is best taken in the late morning or early afternoon, ideally with lunch. Why not in the evening? Because B12 helps promote alertness and energy, so taking it too late could interfere with your sleep. Also, avoid coffee or tea at the same time, as caffeine and tannins may interfere with B12 absorption. Instead, take it with a glass of water and a nutrient-rich meal, like grilled salmon, steamed vegetables, brown rice or quinoa. Same day for taking your vitamins. Here's a simple day plan. Breakfast: yogurt, a boiled egg, vitamin D3, and vitamin B1. Lunch: grilled fish, steamed greens, and your vitamin B12. Dinner: a light, easy-to-digest meal. No vitamins needed here. A quick note on multivitamins. If you're taking a multivitamin that contains D3, B1, or B12, be sure to check the dosage. Make sure you're not exceeding or underdosing. Take it with a meal for better absorption. Don't combine it with coffee or tea within an hour of use.
Bottom line, you've got the right tools.
Now use them wisely. Because when timing meets intention, that's when real transformation begins.
Now, before you rush to the pharmacy or hit buy now online,
Let's talk about something just as important as what vitamins to take: how to take them safely. Because while vitamins can be powerful allies in your health, they're not more is better remedies. In fact, taking too much, especially of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D3, can actually do harm. So here's what you need to know to stay safe while getting stronger. Don't increase your dosage without guidance. It's tempting to think, if 1000 IU of vitamin D3 is good, maybe 5000 will work faster. But that's not how your body works. Too much D3 can raise calcium levels too high, which can lead to kidney stones, nausea or headaches, irregular heart rhythms. Stick with the recommended daily amount and always talk to your doctor before going above it. Be extra careful if you have liver or kidney conditions. If you have chronic kidney disease, liver issues, or are taking diuretics or medications for heart or bone health, vitamin levels can interact with how your body processes these drugs. That's why checking with your doctor is essential, especially if you're managing other health conditions. Get your levels checked regularly. Here's a tip most people overlook. Get a simple blood test every 6 to 12 months to monitor your vitamin levels, especially vitamin D and B12. Why? Because even with a perfect routine, your needs can change over time. Tracking your levels ensures you're not underdosing or overdosing, just giving your body exactly what it needs. Bottom line, vitamins are tools, not shortcuts. When used wisely, they support strength, balance, and energy, safely and effectively. Now that you know the right vitamins, the right timing, and how to take them safely, you're ready for the final step, putting it all into action. Let's wrap it up in our closing section.
Weak legs aren't just a part of getting old. In many cases, they're a sign that your body is asking for help. And the good news is, you can do something about it. When you support your body with the right nutrients, the results can be truly life-changing. And that's where the Power Trio comes in. Vitamin D3, B12, and B1. Together, they help you regain strength, restore balance, reduce fatigue, and most importantly, move with confidence again. Imagine standing up without effort, walking without fear of falling, or having the energy to enjoy a full day with your grandkids. It's possible. So don't wait. Start paying attention to your body. Try the right supplements. And if you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about. Because aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It can be a time of renewal and strength.